Cheese is easy. You like strong smells? A particularly smelly cheese. Most people seem to think it's hard. Would you call it stinky? How about smelly cheese? Do you like smelly cheese? Talk to people. See what their comfort level is with cheese. I'm David Rosengarten. Welcome to Cheese 101. This is the washed rind cheese segment. I usually find that most people who are in a room with washed rind cheeses can't stand the smell. So in support of them, I'm wearing nose clips. For myself, I prefer it without the nose clips. Thank you very much. Washed rind cheese is one of my favorite categories of all. It's kind of special. What they do is they create basically a soft cheese. And it could be cow's milk. It's usually cow's milk. It could be sheep's milk, sometimes goat, but usually cow. And then they, wash it is pretty literal and pretty correct. They wash it. They bathe the outside of this cheese. Now, this cheese already has a light rind. Then they bathe that rind over a period of days or even weeks, sometimes with beer, sometimes with hard cider, sometimes with brandy. There's a type of brandy in France that's called Marc, M-A-R-C, Marc. And there are many cheeses in France that are washed with Marc. Anyway, when the cheese is washed with Marc, or wine, or brandy, or anything, what happens is the bacteria that are on the surface of the cheese, on the outside, already on the rind, they start to eat the wash. Yes! They drink the marc, they drink the brandy, these little small animals, these bacteria. And then, you know what happens when living things eat living things? Other things come out of those living things. Poop, as we say in French. This is basically bacteria poop on the outside of these cheeses. And it smells like hell, but it's a hell that I want to go to. Really funky. I mean, poopy diaper is a very accurate description. This one that I have right here is a, look at the funk that this has gone through. This is actually a sheep's milk cheese from Corsica, and it has undergone the process, but I can tell it's kind of a little bit too firm for my taste. This is a cow's milk, typical, washed rind cheese from the Champagne region of France. The cheese is called Langres. Interestingly, since it's from the Champagne region, the tradition is to make this cheese, and you can see the nice color that all washed rind cheeses get. That's one of the ways you know the category, kind of orange or reddish. They always made this with a little depression in the cheese, and the reason they did this is because when you serve this cheese, you're supposed to put a little squirt of champagne on top of it, and then you cut into the cheese, and that champagne kind of gurgles in and runs all over the cheese and gives it a nice little flavor lift. It's nice looking cheese, but I like my washed rind cheese to be younger than that and really runny. All right, now this guy I have high hopes for. He is from Quebec, and there's some excellent cheese being made today in Quebec. This particular cheese is called Magie de Madawaska. I have no idea why, but I do know that it's got the right feel on it. Hard, hard. This feels like a waterbed. That's what it should feel like. Some people say like the webs between your fingers should feel like that as well. That's kind of how it feels. Let's go in. I want it to run. If it were to run, I would be very happy. That would be enough for me for today if it were to run. Alors, it doesn't run, but it is creamy. Let me give it a taste. Creamy is nice. I mean, it's nice. I would eat this. I would buy this, but I wanted to like spill its guts all over the counter. Excellent. Very good, but not runny enough, not stinky enough. Come back and see me when you've tasted something that really tastes like shit.
From what I understand, the smellier the cheese, the better it is.
It smells worse than my dog shit.
I like the stinkier the better.